Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. So, LA County recently settled for $4 billion for somewhere around 6,800 cases of abuse, especially sexual abuse. And some of them date back to the 1950s, as the story goes. Now, it doesn't take a genius to see that there's a lot more sexual abuse going on than you think there is, especially child abuse. And the statistics that I've been talking about for years are real. And it connects to Dionysus, it connects to the economy, it connects to dating, you name it. Okay? 1 in 4 females is sexually abused before the age of 18, 1 in 6 little boys. And every 6.5 minutes, an adult female or a child is raped, according to Kash Patel, the head of the FBI, right, the director of the FBI. So as we look at these statistics, right, we look at this situation, okay, it is appalling that people play stupid about that and the fact that there's technologies at play here these days. We see that sextortion went up during the pandemic, right? An example of technologies being used to sexually abuse people and people coming together to plot. We see the human trafficking, the sex trafficking, the child trafficking. And recently, okay, some more police officers were indicted for racketeering. Now, that's somewhere in America, mind you. Okay, I think it was Baltimore or something. So, the evidence is there, right? Where there's smoke, there's a fire. And we're seeing people refuse to come together to solve the problem. And I talked about Obama today. Earlier in the morning I made a video. I think it was this morning I made a video where I talked about how Barack Obama said he's going to need everyone to come together to fix this. Society's going to need everyone to come together to fix, okay, the constitutional violations, right? The violations of the Constitution, that is, to fix the free speech at college, to fix, cancel culture and the other problems that are facing society, right? The tariffs, what have you. Came out in the news today, there was a lot of protests planned, protesting the tariffs. Okay. And as we look at the problems, and I'm someone who's very good at prioritizing, very good. I'm the best. I'm the only one putting God first in truth here on this whole planet. I have almost 8 billion people. Everyone else, they don't know how to do so. And most people, the vast majority of people, aren't truly trying to do so. They break the greatest commandment, to love God with all your being. So the worst problem going on this planet right now is that people aren't scrambling and rallying to me. They're cheating me out of my right to lead. Again, when you look at the situation, to act like that doesn't matter is to blame a bullet instead of somebody who committed a homicide and the people that put him up to it, the people who conditioned him, what have you. You have to go to the root cause of it. So why are all these bad things happening on the planet? Well, one way or another, bad things happen when you cheat the most righteous person that ever lived out of his right to lead. I can't stress that enough. Believe it or not, there's people who, they're just racist, okay? Let's face it. There's several forms of racism people don't want to talk about. Only dating one race, that's being a racist, okay? How come almost every guy is naturally attracted to, various races, basically every race, they go on characteristics instead of race? Well, you see females only date one race. And some guys only date one race because they're racist, but they're attracted to other races. That's called being a racist. Okay? Looking at the situation saying you don't want to give me my right to lead because I'm mulatto and I'm not your race or completely your race, okay? Or I'm not from your church, mosque, synagogue. That's called being a racist. That's called putting something before universal truth that has racial implications. Because guess what, right? Christianity in popular culture was disproportionately started by a certain race. Same with Islam. Same with Judaism. Okay, same with Buddhism, Hindus, what have you. Okay, so when you zoom in on the essence of racial culture when we're talking religion, and you say, because of my racially derived religion, when there's thousands and thousands of these all over the world, that you're not going to give the most righteous person his right to lead when religion is supposed to be about being holy. If it's not, it's clearly garbage. If it allows you to cheat me out of my right to lead, it's garbage. But if it's not even trying to be righteous to, it's not even trying to get you to be righteous to the best of your ability, okay, then it's clearly garbage. It's garbage. I guess in both cases it's clearly garbage. You should get what I'm saying. So, I told you people so. I said, look, there's people abusing kids all over this place. It's not just the church, not just the Boy Scouts, not just stepfathers, not just your friends you grew up with hearing their stories. I said, look, if you keep being a part of your cultures, your Dionysian cultures, people are going to keep suffering. And one thing I told you, so I'm going to say that to you forever and ever and ever and ever in the afterlife forever, is I said that a short righteous life is greater than a long wicked life. Do people have regrets when they're older? You betcha. The vast majority, almost everybody has regrets when they get older. They look back at simping instead of rising up to like a man and doing what's right. I can tell you for sure, everywhere I go, I can tell there's people that don't, like everyone but me doesn't understand it. They don't truly grasp the concept of that a short righteous life being greater than a long wicked life, and leading your family and your friends and your neighbors in righteousness, even if it kills you and you're not there for them physically, is better than just trying to make the best of it and leading them to be some kind of a conformist. And let's face it, conformists are worms. O ye men of little faith, as they say, why are you so afraid? Outside the gates are the cowardly. The wicked flee, though no one pursues, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. So when I see that case, man, every one of you may as well be holding those kids down and raping them yourself. They're getting raped for no good reason. One thing if everyone was scrambling trying to obey God through me and they were abusing kids trying to get even. That still would be disgusting. But they're being raped because you people are cowards, because you're selfish, because you're racist, because you are classist, you're gold diggers, left most of you, lots of you, whatever, okay, because you are these things. And all of you, in a sense, because you're part of the same collective Dionysian, sniveling Bacchus spirit that is plaguing this world. That's why Apollo, who's said to be Dionysus' alter ego, is a deity of plagues and quote-unquote medicine. Some kind of worm that only helps people if there's some kind of pagan sex called piece of fucking shit.